I'm Brittany Lewis, a breaking news reporter here at Forbes. Joining me now is First Amendment attorney Jeff Lewis. Jeff, thanks so much for joining me once again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'm excited for you to make sense of this news because the story really begins 10 years ago. In 2015, the Supreme Court ruled that same-sex marriage was legal in the United States. Now, 10 years later, a case was filed in July asking the court to overturn this landmark ruling. So to start off the conversations, can you fill in the gaps for us here? How did we get here a decade later?
Right. Now, 10 years ago, the court ruled that there was a constitutional right for same-sex marriages, compelling every state and county employee to issue a marriage license when a same-sex couple applied for a marriage license. And this case that's in the news today is about a county clerk who refused to issue a marriage license in a same-sex case and was sued civilly, and she wants to challenge the resulting judgment from that case.
That county clerk you mentioned is Kim Davis, and she is the person behind this case. If we can remember, she's a former county clerk from Kentucky who briefly wound up in jail back in 2015 because she refused to issue same-sex couples marriage certificates. And her asking the court to overturn Obergefell comes as part of a lawsuit that says she was discriminated against for refusing to issue these licenses to same-sex couples. So essentially, is this a case within a case?
Yeah, in a sense. I mean, her primary legal challenge, which has been rejected below and rejected in the intermediate court, which is up before the Supreme Court now, is does a civil litigant like her, a civil defendant in a private lawsuit, have a First Amendment defense based on the free exercise of religion provision of the First Amendment? Does she have a defense to say, I can't be held liable in monetary damages for refusing to issue a certificate? That's the procedural posture of this case, and it's very, very unusual.
And she said that signing those certificates would violate her religious beliefs. She's citing the First Amendment, saying that that's protected. In the eyes of the law, how strong is her argument?
It's not a great argument. Most commentators don't think she's going to get far with this cert petition. In the intermediate court, there was no real enthusiasm for her petition. But I will say this: at least one justice, I believe, has voted to require that the other side in her dispute weigh in with a response to the cert petition. So we know at least one U.S. Supreme Court justice is interested in maybe hearing a little bit more about this dispute.